Hello, my beautiful ones. This is Dr. V. Whether you are new to this channel or you are a beloved member of this tribe, I want to welcome you to a new video and a new reading. And what I wanted to first share with you is a really exciting announcement. As you know, I have created these 3 oracle decks especially for all of you who are on this journey to love. Yes, they are called Twin Flame Oracle, but it really doesn't matter. This is all about the soul connection, right? The connection between you and the person that you love. And so far, they've done amazing, but one of the biggest blocks that we've had is that our printing and distribution facility has been overseas. And because of that, it would take about 12 business days for you to get your decks. And that just was too long. And so what we've done, and I'm so excited, we have shifted everything over to California. And now we have cut that time in half. So now if you order decks, they will ship out the next business day, and depending on where you are in the United States, you will get them in the next few days after that. So 5 business days maximum. I'm so thrilled because now we can really serve you guys better. And for all of you who are international, we still are not shipping internationally. So there is a link in the description box below for you to order directly through our printer, because they've been doing this for 30 years and they ship all over the world globally. I mean, they've shipped millions of decks. So the link for that for all of our international customers is in the box below, but the link for all of our United States customers is definitely going to our website, livtarot.com. So thank you so much for all of your support. I can't even tell you how touched I am as to how successful the Oracle decks have been and how many amazing comments I've gotten, and so much love as to how much these decks are helping all of you. So thank you. I just feel very blessed. So today's reading is going to go deep into the energies of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Now, these are energies, so use them as they work for you. And of course, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So our first question for Spirit is, can you tell us, Spirit, what is the current energy of the divine feminine? Where are our precious divine feminines right now in their energy? Where are our beloved divine feminines? Fascinating. All right, so look at this, feminines. This is what I find really interesting in terms of what is going on with you. Look at this High Priestess in reverse. So in its upright form, of course, right? The High Priestess is really about going within and channeling your spiritual energy, right? Getting in tune with yourself. But one of the things that I'm feeling that I've been seeing consistently, and I know you have too in all of our readings, is that you feminines have been doing this for quite some time. You have been very much in tune, in alignment with who you really are, and you've done the work and you've continued to do that internal work. And so what I'm feeling from you guys is that part of this internal work for you has been to, withdraw a bit from the heavier energies that have been surrounding you. Now that could include your divine masculine, if there have been some ups and downs or some issues going on between the two of you. It could also include other aspects of your life, just situations that may be putting undue tension on you. They may be stressing you in a certain way. And so you have decided to take that time and retreat. But what I'm feeling now is that because you've done that work, because you did step back and allow yourself to go through these emotions, feminine, you are ready to come out of it now. You're ready to kind of join the world again. And that's wonderful, because that's why we're getting this very fiery wands energy. So now you are going from this more of this internal rest, internal rejuvenation, right? Like you were taking this, and I love this card. Look at this, the temple path. It's like you had retreated into your own temple. Isn't this so beautiful? And you did wonderful things there. You really worked on yourself. You created this as your sacred space. You worked on your spirituality, your alignment, your connection to spirit, your connection with yourself and your own identity, as well as becoming more clear on your connection to your divine masculine. You were looking for that space, that kind of sacred temple path, so that you could gain clarity. And now I feel that you are coming out of that, and now you're ready to start taking action again. And look at this, what a wonderful confirmation that as you are coming out of this, feminine, you are revealing your radiance. My light illuminates the world. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous energy? Because I feel like, of course, when you go deep within, when you really put yourself first, your own self-love, your own self-care. And I really want to, hit that point home today, because I want you to know that just because we are in these oftentimes more complicated situations with our divine masculine or divine feminine, it doesn't mean that we just hand over the keys to the kingdom to them or to anybody else, right? We have to still focus on our own well-being. How are we taking care of ourselves? Are we practicing self-care? Are we putting ourselves and our own peace of mind, our own self-respect, our own self-esteem first? Are we valuing ourselves? And I just love the fact that that's exactly what you've done here, feminine. And because of that, you are now radiant. You are so beautiful. The light is coming out of you. It is just shining through because you chose yourself. Oh, I love it. What a beautiful energy. You went into this beautiful temple space and you chose yourself. Bravo, feminine. Bravo, bravo. So now you have come into this Ace of Wands energy. You are ready for a fresh start. You are ready to do things differently. You've come out of this phase and now you are ready to take some baby steps forward. It's not like you are just going to jump into action. You are going to be measured. You are going to take it slow. You don't want to rush. You know that by taking things step by step, you feel a lot more comfortable, you feel a lot more safe, and you feel like you're on the right path. And that is what this learning energy, the page is also a student. It is a learning energy. You are ready to move forward from the lessons that you have learned. You are ready to take some new and decisive action. You want a fresh new beginning, a fresh new energy around yourself. And so you may also feel that you are ready to have a heart-to-heart conversation with your masculine, because some of you may have gone silent on your masculine. So I just want to say at this point, remember, this is a general reading. It may not apply to your situation, right? Because what we're doing is channeling the collective energy right now, but each situation is also unique. unique. So if you'd like to have guidance on your very special situation, that's what a private reading would be for. And the link to that is in the box below. I also have about 7 different readings for you to choose from. So there's a lot of different types of readings, so you can see what would resonate for you. So now you may be feeling that you are coming to a place where you are ready to have some sort of a heart-to-heart conversation with your masculine, because you have been feeling a bit of a split energy towards him. You know, you have done very well with yourself, but you may have gone silent with him. You may have withdrawn from him because you wanted to take that time to get stronger, to get more clear, and to be more, much more in a position of authority for yourself, a position of good authority, not ego, but a position of valuing yourself. So you've definitely been experiencing some sort of a split energy towards him, but you're definitely inching towards being open to having some sort of a heart-to-heart, very honest, very truthful, kind of brutally honest conversation. This is the energy I'm getting, is that you are ready now. You're ready to take it as it comes. And if it's brutal honesty, you are fine with that, because you need that in order to move forward. You don't want to dilly-dally anymore. You have this Ace of Wands feminine. You are ready to just, you know what? Just let's cut all the bullshit and tell me what the heck is going on. Let's get to the bottom line. Let's bottom line this. This is one of my favorite phrases. Let's bottom line this. That is the energy that you're coming through on. And that's great. I love it. It's part of your radiance. So claim it, right? It's part of the brilliance that is you right now, feminine. So wonderful. I think you should claim that energy. Take charge. Take charge, feminine. All right. So I'm going to pause here to give you your affirmation of the day, which is actually, it's so fitting with what is going on in the general feminine collective right now, in that, high priestess energy, having gone within and just kind of, starting to take away all of the crappy energy that's been around you and just kind of cleanse. So today's affirmation is, I bless and release my past, because that has been key for many of you as you've gone through this high priestess phase, right? Going deep within and just cutting out all the bullshit. It's time to let go of the things in your past that have been holding you back. And I believe that many of you have done this work. I'm so proud of you. Continue to do that, and make sure you write in the box below, in the comments below, I bless and release my past. Hallelujah. All right, let's get to our next question for Spirit. So Spirit, can you please tell us, what is the current energy of the divine masculine? Where is the masculine right now on his journey? Interesting. We're getting some major spiritual lessons, major arcanas here. What is the current energy of the divine masculine? Where is the masculine on his journey? Wow. All right. So look at this. Now, the masculine, I can see, has been struggling. And I feel like part of what he is struggling with is his need to be right. I don't know. I'm just getting this very, very, very tough energy coming from the masculine. There is something in him that is very attached to wanting to be right. And it's not just in his connection with his feminine. It is kind of overall. This is an energy that he has struggled with. It's a tendency he has, and sometimes it can be a bit unconscious as well. And so to him, when somebody validates him, whether it's his feminine or any other person in his life, I'm getting the energy that he sees it as justice, that when he feels that he is so right, that what he thinks and how he feels and what his opinions are just right on the mark. When somebody agrees or validates that, he feels a tremendous amount of satisfaction. This is the collective of masculine energy that we are connecting with right now. They want justice. They feel that they have been going through a hostile time. They feel that they have been battling against various forces in their life. It could be in many different shapes and sizes, right? As in, it's not just energies going through with his feminine, although that is part of it. There might be, with these particular masculines, there might have been hostilities going on with his feminine because of that need to be right. And so they may have come to a place where they were at a standstill, where neither of you were willing to back down. Each of you thought that you yourself are right, and the other is not understanding, right? So this has been something that has weighed on him. And what has happened with this masculine is that it has kept him in a very emotionally volatile state. And so if you're watching this for your masculine and you find that familiarity that, yes, my masculine has been very volatile, I believe that this is where that is coming from, is that there's something in him that has been very emotionally volatile, almost touchy, that, any little thing can set him off. It's like a phase that he's been going through. But instead of kind of looking at what he can do to change, he's been looking for justice or validation from other people to say, oh, no, you're right. Oh, no, you're right. It's totally makes sense. You're justified in being, angry about this, or you're justified in feeling that it's been unfair to you. There's some sort of an unfairness that he feels has happened to him, or that, he is struggling against, and he would like to come out of this. So very interesting energy. So that's why he's been a bit suspended in this hanged man's energy, because he needs to be able to be more clear on seeing where it is that he may be right, his opinion may be accurate, but where it may also be wrong. And that in those instances, he needs to understand and back down, right? But he hasn't been doing that. And so it's cost him things in his life. It may even have cost him his feminine for the time being. It may have made him made you feminine. If you're watching this for your masculine, it may have made you want to withdraw from him for a time, because you just felt that he was too aggressive in his opinions, he was too aggressive in his judgments, and that he wanted to be right over and over again, and he wasn't willing to back down, even if you sensed that he knew he was wrong. He was still going after it. He was still acting like he deserved this justice, right? So that has kept him, the result of that, the consequences of those actions and that volatility has kept him at this crossroads and this hanged man, kind of suspended between two worlds kind of energy, where it hasn't let him make good decisions, or sometimes not even any decisions at all. So because of this suspension, right, he may have wanted to make a decision, but he's still standing at this crossroads. He's still trying to decide which way is he supposed to go. And because of that, he's been observing. Okay, this is the thing. So as he has gotten to this, consequence of being suspended in this hangman energy, not really having a clear path forward, or not knowing what that path is, he has done also something similar to you, feminine, which is to kind of step back and observe. So he may be observing you from afar. He may be following you on social media, but in some sort of incognito mode, where you may not realize that he's doing it, but he is. And he may be trying to scope out where you are, what you could possibly be thinking, because see, feminine, you are definitely on his mind. You are in his vibration, in his energy. You are there. And so he is looking, watching and waiting, almost kind of seeing what is it that you will do, feminine. Like, what is your next move? It's almost, I'm getting this energy of a chess match, of like strategy. Okay, well, and this is his attitude, right? Well, I kind of messed this up. I may have been hostile. I may have been volatile. I may have, made her feel like she's wrong and I'm right. And now, you know what? I realize I messed it up. And so, but I know that she is my lady. She is my main thing, my main squeeze, like I can't give her up. I don't want to give her up. Have I lost her forever? Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So now he's standing at looking for his path forward. Where is it going to be? And the only way he is getting some messages about that is in observing you. So if you think that he has withdrawn completely, or you haven't heard from him, or, he's being cold, for many of you know this, even though he's acting like that, there is definitely monitoring and observation going on. As in, he wants to see where you are, what could be your next move, or how do you feel about him? Is there a space for him? Can he make this better? Because see, he wants to make a difference. Wow, these masculines are amazing. Like, they are really interesting. He wants to come back and make this difference. Or, if you're in, that's for those of you who have been in some sort of a separation. But for those of you who are together, but still dealing with some sort of struggle, he wants to make a difference. He wants to change things up. And look at this. He's also mirroring you with that radiance. See, my inner light shines far and wide. So he's also been doing some of that internal work, maybe not with as much depth as you, feminine, but he does want to shine his light. He does want to make a positive change, a positive difference. And look at this. See, it's like he sees you as his Queen of Pentacles. And the reason why this is significant, why Pentacles? Why not any other queen? And I feel the reason for this, and the reason for this is this. He realizes, and he's realized this at a very deep level, okay? Part of the reason why you are his soulmate, his immortal beloved, his twin flame, however which way you want to see it, is because you are the yin yang. As he can be volatile, so you, feminine, are his grounding force. You are the feminine who can bring him solace, who can calm his volatile energy. You are the balance, the yin to his yang. And that is why he appreciates you so much, even though he can be really headstrong. You are nurturing, you are grounded, you are stabilizing. And he needs that. If he was with somebody like himself, it would never work, right? It would never work. And he wouldn't feel a connection with somebody who's like himself. He feels this so deeply because you bring meaning to his life. You bring balance, stability, but in the most beautiful way, nurturing. He feels a soothing, comforting, warm energy coming from you that takes all of that nervousness, that anxiety he may have, that volatility, that temperament that he may have, and soothes it down. And so he feels like he cannot live without you, without his Queen of Pentacles. And that is why he wants to make this change. Wow, I love it. I love it. So what would the masculine say to his feminine from his deepest heart? What would the masculine say to his feminine? Yeah, see, from his deepest heart. How lovely. Just lovely energy coming through here. Look at these messages. Being apart has changed my life. I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. Isn't that beautiful? So see, this one also goes with this one right here. There's still hope for us if you can take me back. Can you forgive and forget? So remember, this is in alignment with what we saw for those of you who are in some sort of a separation where he, took that time and realized that he was pushing too much for his own validation, right? To be right in situations, to be validated in his own opinions. And he may have taken that so far that he alienated his feminine, and now he's realized that he has done that because being away from you has really affected him very deeply. So this is key here. This is key, this realization. See, because look, no one compares to you. I'm full of joy in your presence. And this makes perfect sense precisely because of what I just said about you being his Queen of Pentacles, the energy that balances him out, the energy that is literally his counterpart, his other half, the half that he must have in order to really fulfill his potential in this world, and who is really the center of the love that he has in his heart that he wants to share. And I'm getting this again, so he cannot imagine that that separation, being apart has changed my life. He just can't imagine being apart like that from you. Oh, how amazing is that? I just love it. Oh. All right, so then Spirit, can you please tell us, just in the next few days, what are the possible future energies of this connection? Where can this connection be going? Just in, the next few days we're looking at in terms of energies. Yeah, look at this. Oh my God, I love it. Look at that. So to me, this is a continuation. This is totally in alignment with that same energy, man holding heart. He is holding his heart for you. You have literally brought him to his knees in terms of realizing what he is missing out on, or what he could miss out on, or what he could lose if he doesn't do something about this, if he doesn't clean up this energy. So look at this. So we see these heavier energies, right? Because these are the things that were coming in the way. 5 of Swords. This makes sense. This is exactly the energy that he was in. The energy of hostility, of fighting, wanting to be right, putting your own ego, your own pride, your own righteousness above love. That has been the problem. And so what that has done has definitely caused codependency. And that is why I think both of you have been in those more negative energies. You've been, just kind of withdrawing because this has really exhausted both of you. This deception is definitely something that he placed upon himself. He has deceived himself for far too long, as in, that deception of wanting justice, trying to validate your own opinion, feeling like it's only fair that you are the one who is right. So he's been practicing a lot of the self-deception. And because of that, it really was hostile energy. It really was a negative energy. And so both of you have realized that it's time to come out of this. And so I think what is going on here is that the feminine, you may be considering opening up your emotions to him again, because he may come to you holding his heart in his hand. And so, you know, if it is something that is right for you, if it's something that feels good, if he can prove to you that he is no longer going to force his opinions on you, or, you know, act like he is right, that's something that he's now conscious of, he's dealing with it, he's going to, you know, simmer down, right? That you may be opening up to him emotionally. Again, cups energy here, because your heart may melt when he comes to you with his heart in his hand. And so I feel what's going to happen here, feminine, is that it's going to be your decision. You are the one who's going to decide here. Two of Swords. You are going to have to make the decision. Do you want him? Are you willing to forgive the ways in which he has been volatile, ways in which he has bugged you, you know, made life difficult? Are you willing to forgive that? And are you willing to work with him? Because see, this is the same energy. There's still hope for us if you can take me back. Can you forgive and forget? So there you go. This is the same energy. Him holding his heart and coming to you. Wow. And so see, this is where it's all about, are you going to open up that warmth? You know, are you going to come out of this chillier energy that you've been having towards him, which, you know, obviously makes sense. Of course, you're going to be a little bit cold, a little bit distant because of the things that may have happened, but are you going to warm up to him? Are you going to decide to open up your heart and really give him that warmth? Are you going to let go and surrender any of the turmoil that happened in the past? So I really do believe that what Spirit is saying is, this is your decision, feminine. You are the one in power here, as in you are the one who is going to be the deciding force. The decision really is yours. Are you going to let it go, open up, or are you going to kind of just chill in the energy that you've been in so far, just kind of coasting along, feeling really good about yourself, focusing on yourself? So those are the options that you have, right? And it's all about what is right for you, what is to the greatest benefit of your self-love. How can you love yourself and take care of yourself first, right? That's always the most important thing. So Spirit, what is your parting advice today? What is your parting advice? Blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. See, isn't this amazing? Thank you, Spirit. So for some of you, you may feel that whatever happened here, any kind of time apart that you've had, or any kind of some, you know, emotional ups and downs that you may have been a blessing in disguise, because you both may come back stronger with more understanding, more mutual respect. So for some of you, that could be a big possibility. You'll understand the reasons behind what happened, and so it will come full circle for you. Isn't that just beautiful? I love it. So I hope that you have really gotten a lot out of this reading. As you know, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, the link is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that we talked about in the beginning of the reading. So you know how much I love you, you know how much I believe in you, and I'll see you all on the next video.